Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. In our last episode, we went through the various points of the Wild Hunt where we fought the boar, we defended the ox, and we had a rather weird race with the falcon, I must admit. But whatever, we prevailed the tests, and now we have Asariel to worry about.
Stay a moment and speak with me.
3 spirits you have faced and overcome. Now ye must hunt the fourth and last. Go forth and prove thy wisdom, and the huntsman's favor shall be thine, mortal. Take my blessings with thee, for I would see the glory of the free peoples rekindled in the age to come, and much rests upon thee and thy friends. Ooh. Now I need to challenge the final spirit. Fortunately, the stag spirit appears to be in the southern part of the Mornshaw, so I don't have to go all the way back north again. But of course, that means no taking the river boat back in order to get back more easily, because I'm going to be equidistant from the two boats, I think. This pool seems to be in quite a little bit of a coom here. Well, let's see what we have here. Probably the same thing as before. As you kneel by the waters of the pool, a strangely mesmerizing glow emanates from it. Right, let's take our sip and go.
A great power of old lies hidden within the morn shawls of Enedwaith, and spirits that once wandered the ancient world now roam these woods. Only by confronting these spirits will favor be garnered in the court of the huntsman.
Where have I heard that before? Ah, the ancient spirit of the stag. Welcome. Thou face now the final of the huntsman's challenges. Should thou prove keen of wit and wisdom, then thou shalt pass. But shouldst thy falter now, then it may be that thy story endeth here. I suppose that if you're an ancient spirit, you are beyond conjugation. Yes. Accept the stag spirit's challenge. Whatever that is. Hum! Alright, we have this tomb here, I guess. The test of wisdom now lies before you. Listen carefully, mortal. 5 spirits stand before you. One is the spirit of wisdom. The other 4 are spirits of anger, greed, vengeance, and fear. Alright? You must find the spirit of wisdom among them, but decide carefully, for your choice is perilous. I'm sure it would be. Alright. This is, of course, is a logic puzzle, because that's what they usually do with wisdom tests. I can tell you but 3 things about these spirits. Alright? Good. Alright, we have anger, greed, vengeance, fear, and of course, wisdom. Firstly, you must know that fear can be found directly to the right of vengeance. All right? Fear is to the right of vengeance. Directly to the right of vengeance, yes. Second, you must know that anger is directly left of greed. Anger is directly left of greed. All right. Lastly, the spirit of wisdom cannot be found next to greed, anger, or vengeance. Greed, anger, or vengeance. Very well. Wisdom cannot be found next to greed, anger, or vengeance. Therefore, wisdom must be next to fear. And that leaves anger, greed, vengeance, fear, and wisdom. Let me double check that. I think that's straightforward enough. All right, first thing you must know that fear can be found directly to the right of vengeance. Yes, that is what I got there. Second, you must know that anger is directly to the left of greed. That is correct. And lastly, the spirit of wisdom cannot be found next to greed, anger, or vengeance. So it has to be next to fear and has to be on the end. Identify the spirit of wisdom, protect the stag spirit, and protect the spirit of wisdom. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means that this must be the spirit of wisdom. But the other 4 apparently aren't happy about my finding that up. Yeah, apparently not. I'm not getting credit for killing these. Yeah, I do get credit for killing these things. Good. It's nice to be able to advance that deed. Because I have to kill 180 of those crazy things. I have completed the test of wisdom. You have proven your wisdom. Now leave whence you came before you become a part of our world forevermore. Whew. Back to the Hall of the Huntsman. I have completed the final trial, or at least what I think is the final trial.
It has been many ages since I have seen one of your kind.
Thus concludes the wild hunt, Pineleaf. Thou hast. See, at least she can conjugate! Thou hast proven thy virtue in this ancient test. Thou hast earned the huntsman's favor. But watch thy tongue in his presence, for his patience with the chatter of mortals is brief indeed. Well, shock. But now, back to the huntsman.
You are bold to come to my glade.
Yes, quite bold. So, you have completed the wild hunt. It seems there is some spark of valor left within your kind, Hobbit. Very well, then. The Dunedain lordlings may pass through my force unmolested. The spies of the enemy will not see them here beneath these boughs. But be wary none the less. Evil things creep here now, though they be blind before my power. Nor can I see what fate awaits the men of the West as they march to meet their doom. But I do know this: few days remain before the decisive battles is joined. The eyes of the uttermost West watch keenly the struggle here, for its outcome will soon be decided. Take care, little one, and may your hunt be fruitful. May our hunt be fruitful. All I have left to do in White is to complete a few deeds, and this includes finding something at the Pool of the Kings, wherever. Well, here's the Pool of the King. And what do I need from the Pool of the King? I need to find a dwarf. Oh, there it is right there. The final dwarf marker. Yay! There you go. That's the last of the dwarf markers. Good. Exiles from the Lonely Mountain completed. Pineleaf, Exile of Erebor. Well, seeing how it'll be a long time before I'll be getting to Erebor, I suppose that is the case. Next, we have this lamppost, which seems to be pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Really? Middle of nowhere. Ooh, what was that? Completed the long road of the hobbits. Long road of the hobbits, grant. Oh, I got the golf chip emote. Whee! Alright. Golf chip. That's that slash chip. Well, if I was trying to chip a ball at the Hobbit lamp, I must have a very bad slice to the right. And finally, I think we have a bow, a Hobbit bow. And that completes Little Wonders. That means all that I have left. Oh, alright, you have done your part to protect the land of Enderwood. I think all the deeds I have left are the Slayer deeds, and I'm not going to show you my attempts at slaying everything. So that concludes our time in Enedwythe, and that will conclude Season 3 of The Complete Pineleaf. But we should soon have the start of Season 4, where we will be heading on south into Dunland and facing the treason of Isengard. So tune in when we're ready to start on that in The Complete Pineleaf.